Hey there, this is Blair with HPL Cycling. I wanted to make a quick video because we've had some requests for how to hook up different sensors to Zwift. So we're going to do a budget setup here with a wheel-on dumb trainer. Now this guy here is our dumb trainer, and it is a magnetic resistance adjustable trainer where you use this dial to change the resistance that you feel. So if you want to go up a hill, you move that up to 6 or 8 or 10, and if you want to go down the hill, you switch this down to 2 or 1. A fluid trainer will work too, but they're not adjustable. Now because that's a wheel-on trainer, you're going to need one of these training tires or your road tire, but I find that the training tire wears down less and it spews up much less tire debris to wear down your tire and make a mess of the wall. Now for the sensors, you might want a heart rate sensor. So I've got this one here from 4i. This is a Viva one. I'll do another couple of videos later on where I talk in more detail, but for now, if you've got a chest strap heart rate sensor, that'll work, or the ones on your fitness watch will work. Now for the cheapest way to get the sensors going, you're going to want to have a Cadence sensor which goes onto the crank. All you can see right here is the elastic bands. We're just going to turn that around a few times just to wake it up. And besides your Cadence sensor on the crank, we're going to want to have a speed sensor on the back wheel. And again, that guy goes on the back wheel. And if you could imagine that this is not hooked up to the kick or snap and it's hooked up to the other trainer, then of course that's really the idea of this video. We're just looking at using a speed and cadence sensor. So now that hopefully both those are hooked up, we're going to use this ANT Plus dongle, just plugged into your USB of the computer. You're going to need one of these ANT Plus dongles if you don't have built-in Bluetooth. You may or may not have built-in Bluetooth. We don't on this machine, so we need one of the ANT Plus dongles. So I've loaded up Zwift. It's all ready to go here, and we're going to search for a cadence sensor. I'm just going to spin this around. Alright, so here's a close-up of the Garmin cadence sensor. You'll notice it's wrapped around the crank arm with the elastic bands, and I'm also holding the USB ANT Plus key, the little dongle there. It's plugged into the end of a USB extension cord. The closer you get that ANT key to your sensors, the better it is and the less likely you'll have a signal dropout. So I just used a cheap USB extension cord along with that. So if you shop at your local bike shops, and there's quite a few of them here in Saskatchewan, they'll be able to help you out with those sensors. This guy here is the Garmin sensor, and it just goes around the back wheel with a rubber band type attachment. I like the Garmin ones because they go both ANT Plus and Bluetooth, so they'll broadcast across both, and sometimes it's better to have one or the other, but this way you can have both. Okay, so here we can see there's Cadence 55104 as an ANT sensor. It tells me we're doing about 56 cadence per minute, so we're going to click OK on that. And then you need a speed sensor if you don't have a power source. So I'm going to click on here. Now when you're doing a speed sensor, it's important to get your wheel size set up. So if you're on a road bike, you want a 700 and then the proper width. This is a 25C. If you're on a mountain bike with 26-inch tires, or if you're running 650B, you're going to want those. And you can see I've got speed sensor 2033 shown there, so I'm just going to click OK. And of course, whatever your magnetic or fluid trainer is, it's best if you get one that matches up here with Zwift. This Blue Motion one I found is one that works good for the tacx Vittoria, so I'm going to click OK, and I click OK. And then we can pick our route. I'm just going to go on to the Zwift Richmond fan flats. And of course, if you're riding a dumb trainer, it won't adjust the resistance to the grades. It's just going to ride at a steady resistance unless you change the resistance setting. So now we're riding around in Richmond in the Zwift world, and that's how you get on to Zwift with the speed and cadence sensor.